Today, the community will come together and mourn the death of fallen KCK police officer Hunter Szymanczyk at Children's Mercy Park. He was killed in the line of duty last week at just 26 years old. And this comes just a few weeks after Wyandotte County Deputy Elijah Ming's funeral was also at the same place.
It's important for us to band together, not just to support our law enforcement officials, but to support those who are in desperate need in our community.
KCHB 41 News reporter anchor Taylor Hemness is live at Children's Mercy Park. Taylor, you were there for Deputy Ming's funeral, standing in that same spot. Just what an awful, heartbreaking time for the KCK community.
Lindsay, it's a great way of putting it, and it really strikes me sitting outside Children's Mercy Park this morning what this place is built for. This place is supposed to be a place of joy and excitement. If you've ever been to a sporting match, especially when they're having great seasons, this place is electric. The Cauldron is fantastic. There's a million people that show up and decked out in blue and scream and have a great time supporting another great team here in Kansas City. That's what it's meant to be. But for the second time in just over 30 days, it has had to be something completely different. A funeral location for a law enforcement officer where people can come and sit and quietly reflect on people taken far too soon from this life. Deputy Elijah Ming a month ago, and now 26-year-old Hunter Szymanczyk. I mentioned during our last hour, we're starting to see more law enforcement officers show up to take part in the procession that will happen after the funeral. In line up here, we have seen different law enforcement officers from across the Kansas City area that will be taking part in that. So let's run you through a little bit about what you can expect here for this funeral services if you want to come out today and take part in those. The free parking opens at 7:30 this morning. The gates to the stadium open at 8, and then the service itself will begin at 10 a.m. That procession that I mentioned is going to start about 30 or 45 minutes after the funeral is over. If you can't make it to the funeral but would still like to show support, you are invited to come out and stand along the route. We saw that a month ago with Deputy Ming. We're hoping to see that, quite frankly, once again today, that people will be able to come out and offer their support and stand on the sidelines and watch that. It's going to start at Children's Mercy Park, work its way east along State Avenue to downtown KCK, and then head back west along I-70. If you were watching our coverage last month for Deputy Ming, Ray Daniel and I were here live for that procession, and one of the most jarring memories that I will have from that is a young family that was from out of town, did not live in Kansas City, staying nearby, brought their children over because they had heard what was happening and just wanted to show their children what it looks like to pay respect to a fallen officer. I would assume we're going to see some more cases similar to that today. Obviously, most of the people who will come out and line that procession route did not know Officer Szymanczyk. I want to bring in my colleague Marlon Martinez, who's live with me this morning, because showing support means a lot of different things right now. We've got people that are obviously going to come to the funeral today. We've got people that have done things over the last few days, people that will line up outside the procession. Police department asking for another way that people can show support today.
Absolutely. And here in the KCK community, they have gone through this once, and they're going through it again in just the span of 30 days. And one of the big things that they're doing to show their support and love is that they're encouraging residents here, especially in the Strawberry Hill Association neighborhood, to put up blue ribbons in the neighborhood throughout the route so they can feel the love and support. This is a small gesture, but a very meaningful gesture to show their love and support to law enforcement. If you drive through 5th Street, you'll see the ribbons hanging on poles, trees, and in front of people's homes. I heard from one of the residents who says it's about being a community in times like this.
5th Street is kind of the gateway into Strawberry Hill because you come right off of I-70 onto 5th Street. So a lot of the employees for the unified government drive up 5th Street, and I think it gives them a sense of caring, that we really do care what's happened. And
you don't only have to live in Strawberry Hill for you to take a part of this. They're encouraging everyone here in the Wyandotte County and KCK area to put up blue ribbons so they can feel the love as soon as they're making that route today. That is one of the big things that she says, that she wants them to continue to feel that love in moments like this.
Pretty easy but pretty powerful way for people to show support if they're not able to be here. Marlon, thank you very much. Another way that you can show support, quite frankly, is to watch our live coverage today. If you can't come out, we completely understand, but that's why we bring you live coverage of the funeral. It will start at 10 o'clock this morning. You can tune in. We will have all the speakers there. You'll be able to hear more about who Officer Szymanczyk was and show your support that way. But for now, Lindsay, I'll get back to you in the studio as we prepare for that funeral service today. I've talked about this morning that we continue to reference Deputy Ming from a month ago, but when you consider the weight stacked on top here and the feeling they must have in Kansas City, Kansas, it's a lot for this community to go through in a very short amount of time. Back to you.
The community's still in mourning. Taylor, thank you very much.